Hey, it's Courier Girl, and it's time for another job search video. So thank you, Adam, for suggesting Lafayette, Louisiana. That's where we are headed to today. So we're going to start by looking at the map. I just pulled it up, and I don't know much about Lafayette. I looked up the population. It's about 116,000, and I think that's as a couple years ago. And looks like a very historical, kind of pretty town. But we want to know about courier stuff, right? Okay, so let's zoom out because I wanted to show you some of the surrounding cities. One of the cool things about Lafayette as far as the courier service is that it's got the I-10 running right through it. That is a major thoroughfare that runs, I think, pretty much across the southern United States. And it's also got 49 coming into it and 90 going out of it. 90 goes to New Orleans and 49 goes north. So there are lots of possibilities for working in other cities because highways usually are the fastest way to get from A to B. For example, if you're 50 miles away from a city on the highway, that's maybe 50 minutes to an hour depending on traffic. But if you got to go down back roads, that could take you an hour and a half or more to get to the same town. So I like cities with major highways running right through them because it gives you a lot more possibility. Okay, so let's look at some of the surrounding cities. So I did some mileage searches, and if you want to go to Baton Rouge, that is about an hour away, 56 miles. If you want to go to Lake Charles, which is the opposite direction, it's a smaller town, that is 75 miles, about an hour and 10 minutes away. If you want to go to New Orleans, which is way over here, it's pretty far away. It's a couple hours away. Let's see what it said. Here it is, down here. 2 hours, 16 minutes, 135 miles away. This could be good for like back and forth, and it goes through Baton Rouge on the way to get there. So you got kind of two cities that you could go to. And I also went north to Alexandria, which is about an hour, 20 minutes away, 89 miles basically. Alexandria is up 49 on the map. So you have you can go in any one of the four directions and get to other good-sized cities. I mean, some of them aren't that big, but other cities that you can run courier stuff back and forth from, as well as running around town. So that gives you a little setup for where we're going to be at today. So let's go to courier services. All right, so Lafayette, Louisiana, courier service. Remember, we scroll down. If you're new here, I'm using Google Chrome and the Google search. So that's how I'm getting to it. Let's see. We skip down to the little map and we do more places. So courier services, more places. You can also scroll through the search results, but I just find that this gives us a real quick overview. So you have a bunch of little red dots here, which means we have courier services here. Okay, so the first one that comes up is PostNet, and they call it a print shop. And this is an ad. Remember, we're looking for courier services, so these are people offering services. This is not about jobs at this point. We'll look at that later because not all courier services are advertising jobs, but it doesn't mean they're not hiring, especially if you're good at what you do. Courier companies, and really most companies, are looking for people who are good at their job, who have a great attitude, who will fit in with the company, who will help the company grow as they grow personally. And so they always have room for great people. So, and if they don't, you don't want to work for them because that means that they are not expansive. They are kind of like stuck in the mud, and we want to go places. We want to make our lives better, right? So look for the best companies. Okay, that was my little advertisement. PostNet is a chain retailer focused on business services, including print, copy, and shipping. So they are not a courier service. They're like, you go there if you want copies or you want to ship something. Shipping, etc. shipping company. Look, they have little trucks. Let's look and see what this place is all about. We're going to look at their website. Okay. Here's their phone number and their address. And I don't know if I've said this in videos before, but if you want to check somebody out, you can go drive by their building and just see what kind of feel you get for it. And it doesn't matter if they're operating out of a house or a crappy building, but I just like to drive by and see, I don't know, just get like a vibe off of it. I'm kind of that way. Anyway. So, but also, if you're going to be going to their building a lot and they're in the absolute worst part of town, that is something to take into consideration if safety is a big deal to you. All right. Let's see. South Lafayette Shipping Center, lowest shipping prices in town. Let's see. They're shipping things UPS and FedEx and DHL, so they're doing shipping for you. I don't think this is a courier company. Yeah, they do shipping, packaging, and crating. So people are bringing stuff to them and they're shipping. So we're not worried about them. Okay. Same day courier, Lafayette. Courier is right in their name. Let's see where we're at. Here's their phone number. Same day. Let's see what else they have to say. Email, phone number again. All sorts of different services they do. Okay, it doesn't say anything about jobs, but let's look at their areas served. All of these, oh, I forgot, Louisiana has parishes instead of counties. It's a little aside for me. So all of these different places. And then there's subplaces. So if you're in any of these places, then you're going to be covered if you want to do that. I would simply contact them. My internet's a little slow today. I would contact them. Again, here's their phone. We saw their email other places, or you can fill out this form, or stop by their office if they have, looks like they have a regular office, and just talk to them. So yeah, so I would definitely contact these people. FedEx Ship Center is just a ship center. UPS Store is a ship center. UPS Customer Center, UPS Store, UPS Access Point, Linda's Courier and Delivery Service. Let's see, about me. I'm Linda and I am having couriers. See, they do medical delivery and courier service. She's being very personal because I treat each delivery as a unique entity. Now, this doesn't mean that it's only Linda that's delivering packages. She's got to have drivers or she's not going to get all of the stuff done. So she delivers to all of these different places. She's got one review. And you can send a message here. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Here's a phone number that you can call also. And here is an email address. Now, let's say that she is really just one person doing deliveries. I'm sure she's looking for partners then who can do deliveries that she can't handle. And she would probably do that for a percentage. So if she's not expanded beyond herself, then it might be a good opportunity for a partnership if you are a good at what you do. You're a good courier, you're reliable, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. I'm just looking at a couple other things. Yeah, it's just a one-page website. You can also check her out here. Twitter, Facebook, and so on. Sorry, I got lost looking at something else. Okay, Hackbarth Delivery Service. I'm still curious about whether that Linda is a one-person show or a courier service actually with people. If anybody checks it out, let me know. All right. Hackbarth Delivery Service, 1975. You can see they do cars, vans, probably SUVs, and bigger trucks. So yeah, oh look, that van is kind of like hidden. First I thought it was part of this trailer, and I'm like, that's weird. All right, I need to focus here, sorry. Drivers, driver resources, we're going to check there in a minute. They do last mile delivery to end users. 800 plus drivers, so they're a pretty big operation. They're across 12 states. They deliver things all the time. So let's look for driver resources. There's also a job openings at the top here. But first we're going to look at locations. Open that in a new tab. 44 locations across 11 states. So remember what I've said before, even if you're not in Lafayette, you can still get information from this video, because if you're in any of these other places, you can blow this up and look at it, and you can check it out if you're in other places. I'm just writing myself a note for later. All right, so let's go back to this. We're going to go to driver resources, and then we're going to go to job openings. It might be the same thing. Driver resources. Just different websites, road closures, all that kind of thing. So where were we? Drive with us. Here's their email. They have a dedicated email for jobs for drivers, recruiter@hackbarthdelivery.com, or there's a phone number. Here's what you have to do if you're an independent courier: no more than 3 moving violations in the last year, and no at-fault accidents within the last 3 years. Let's see. That they're wanting a cargo van, extended cargo van, sprinter, or box truck, but their picture also shows a car and an SUV. So I would call and ask them and just say, hey, I was looking on your website, your picture showed cars and SUVs, that's what I've got. Do you have anything for somebody like me? Or if not, do you know of anybody? Because sometimes they will refer you out. Sometimes they won't, but sometimes they will. Most people, I find that most people are pretty nice and pretty helpful. You know, I used to have this attitude a long time ago that everybody was a jerk and out to get me, and that's what I ran across. But now I think that most people are pretty nice and pretty helpful, and imagine that, they are. Now, they're still jerks, but I blow them off as they're having a bad day, not me. It's not the whole world. So there you go. Those are the requirements. Here's how you get a hold of them. Let's see what else. Lafayette process servers. That sounds to me like a cross between like food prep and internet servers. How silly. Okay, this is about documents. I don't know what that's for. They're probably doing legal stuff. You can read this watch this video. Here are all of the areas they cover in Louisiana, way more than just Lafayette. Lafayette is the first one, but all of these other cities, they do Paperwork to and from courts is what they're doing. Legal support services, court filings, background checks. So they may have a place for drivers going back and forth to do filings, but that's not really their main thing. They're not mainly a courier company. So what you could do is check it out. Same day courier. They have couriers because they have people going back and forth to deliver papers that have to be done in person. They can't be faxed or emailed. All right, phone number, email. Let's see, information. To me, process serving sounds kind of scary. Like, oh no, what are we going to be doing? It sounds all like legalese and stuff like that. But I've done not a lot, but a little bit of this type of stuff, and it's really no different than any type of courier work. And once you get used to it, the people are usually really easy to work with and pretty friendly as well. I find that with all of them. When you're new, sometimes they're a little aloof, but once you get to know them, you can get in and out of places a lot quicker. You can, they know you. Like, oh, here he comes again. Here she comes again with more papers. And you can cut through some of the red tape because of that. All right. I would just go to their, I'm just looking for information. Oh, they might also serve like summons and stuff like that. Take it to people's houses. Like if you're getting a divorce, they have someone serve it. So it might be something like that too. I would just call them and, oh, here's contact. Oh, and newsletter right here. Let's go to our newsletter because I said that in another video to get on their newsletter list, check out their social media, find out more about the company. So when you call them, you can have an intelligent conversation. All right, so email or call them after you've checked them out. And let's go on to the next one. Express Courier International. Here we go. All right, industrialized delivery and logistic requirements, 8 southeastern states and beyond. So they are covering the southeast. Here's a phone number for courier services near Lafayette. This is their branch manager. This is their direct phone number. I would call this one first. Again, check out their social media and all the pages of their website so you can have an intelligent conversation with them. And oh, jobs right here. Never mind. So drive for, we want the drive for them. So working for them would be like working in the office or the warehouse or whatever. Driving would be driving. They're in 8 states, so this is where they're at. So if you're in any of these places and you're interested, then check it out. Let's see. You have to have your own vehicle, clean driving record. Many start with a car or minivan and then grow to larger vehicles and eventually create their own teams. So they're looking for people to grow with them. You can start with a car and you can grow up to your own team. I like that. That's somebody who wants to be a partner with you and help you grow as well as them grow. I like that kind of arrangement. You can do it with a single vehicle or a team of drivers. All right, so flexible schedules, unlimited earnings, training, weekly payments, and they want you to be safe. That means they're not going to tell you to drive 100 miles per hour to get a delivery out. They care about you and your safety. Here are some things that you might be delivering. All sorts of different things. Here are their qualifications. Let's see. 21, your own vehicle, your own driver's license, good driving record, passing a background check and drug test, and liability insurance. So Here are FAQs. So you can read through these. I'm not going to read through all of these. We're just going to go back and let's see. Here was FAQs. And here is the application. You can go ahead and apply, or you can call them first if you have more questions. So they're going to ask for a current motor vehicle report. Yeah, I can drive, but I can't talk. And these are reasons that they may not hire you. And I just want to say something about this. I'm going to make a video about this. If you don't meet the requirements, and this is any requirements, you have too many tickets, you have a DUI, any reason that a courier company wouldn't hire you, that doesn't mean you can't be a courier. It just might mean that you need a plan and a target date to where you can be a courier if that's what you want to do. Hang on just a second. And there are also different courier companies with stricter and less strict requirements too. All right, we are always accepting new applications for independent delivery drivers. They always are looking for people, so that's good. And you can contact a branch in your area. You can also look at immediate needs. Let's look at that real quick. So these are like what we need today, right now. We're trying to cover routes, we're trying to cover things. So all of these different ones are things that they're looking for today, right now. All right, and let me also just say this. I know I've said this before, but the bigger the vehicle, the more money you're gonna make per run. Now, it doesn't usually, like cars or minivans, not a huge difference. Cargo vans is a little bit more, but when you get into the box trucks and the bigger trucks, that's when, if you have one, you can make more money. Of course, they cost more to operate, but you can make more money. All right, so what's next? ServiceOriented LLC. We're finding a lot of great stuff today. Okay. We don't like cookies. Unless they're chocolate chip, then we love them. All right, ServiceOriented LLC. Phone number. Welcome, about us, read all of this stuff, connect with us. You can look at their social media. You can call or email them. Let's check this out, more info. Here's their phone number. Here is a form you can fill out. Here is an email for them. Just thought of another video idea. I got pages of these. Okay. So there's that. Let's go back to where we were at. Services. Here's all the areas that they do. All of these are in Louisiana. These are extended areas. It may mean that they have partner companies that work in those areas, or they have limited runs, or if you have dedicated, hey, for enough money, I'll go anywhere, right? But these are their main ones. Okay, rates, that's not your rates, that's customer rates. Contact for delivery service. And I did not see anything about, let's look back at the top, about jobs. So I would just contact them and ask. Because remember, I'm going to say it again, these companies are trying to get customers, not drivers, for the most part. So most of them aren't going to put jobs on their website. Some of them do, as you've seen. Air Cargo does not have a website, and it's air cargo. So, and they're running out of somebody's house. There's nothing wrong with that. They're probably brokering air cargo. So, do they need people to get things to the airport? Maybe. You could call and ask. Here's their phone number, but maybe not. This is a print shop. Flowers Transfer Corporation. Looks like they're taking, well, flowers, but this looks like furniture. Let's see what they're all about. Flowers could be somebody's name. Oh, they don't even have a website that's working. So flowers, like, could be Mr. Flowers Transfer Corporation, or it could be about flowers, and I'm not sure what it's all about. They've got 8 reviews, so they were doing something. Oh, it's a moving company. All right, we don't want to move furniture. At least I don't. Legal courier service. This is going to be doing legal stuff. Probably like the other one that we looked at that was doing like different court things. So legal service. Didn't we already look at this one? I think, I'm pretty sure we did, but I'm just not seeing it right now. Yeah, and I said to just contact them, and I don't know why wait, here it is, Legal Courier Service. I was on their newsletter page. That's why. All right, now this one was under LafayetteProcessServers.com, and this is under the same thing, but it's their Legal Courier Service page. So same thing. We'll get rid of that because we don't need it to be twice. Express Courier International is a trucking company. We're going to forget that. Moving and storage company. We're going to forget that. Mover. Mailing service. Alternative mailing services and systems. They are probably mailing stuff for people, so that would not be something we're looking for. And let's go on to page 2. I don't usually do that, but we've only found like 5 so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Trucking company, shipping and mailing service, moving, FedEx, UPS, moving. A lot of moving ones. This is a limousine service. Truck, UPS. Stat. Stat is a nationwide courier company. We've looked at this in other cities, and I'm just going to check it out here. Again, just to show you. Here's a phone number. Here is an email. This is their Louisiana office. They're in Scott, Louisiana. Phone number. Contact Brent. You know what? This is different. Personal safety, residential security, small business security. Stat. This is different than the stat that is the big nationwide courier service. So yeah, even though it's the same name, it's different. It's a smaller company. Tells you all about them. Oh yeah, I would give them a call and see what they have to say. Contact is up here, but let's see if they have anything else. And I'm not sure where Scott is compared to Lafayette. Let's check it out. You guys down there already know, but I don't. It is, oh, only 15 minutes away, so it's like a suburb. So there you have it. Check them out as well. Okay. Diligent delivery systems. Sometimes in a smaller town, you have to go through several pages to get enough. You know, you can start calling the few that you have, but I try to get at least 10 in all my searches. Okay, total delivery system. They're USA, so they're national. Check it out. There are so many different places. So yeah. Services, air freight, healthcare, logistics, a whole bunch of different things. Looks like it's freight though. Careers. Let's check this out. You got a plane? You can drive a plane. You don't drive a plane, you fly a plane. Drive. Owner, operator, and independent contractors. So let's see what they're looking for. Local, regional, nationwide, parcels or freight, general drivers. Let's see. So they have general drivers and CDL drivers and TWIC drivers. It does not say if they do cars and small vehicles, but you could call and ask them. How do we call them? Let's find out. You can call this number, ask, you can email them here. You can maybe call their main number and ask for a contact in your city. Tell them what you're interested in. I'm just trying to see. It's like careers here. We already looked at that, I think. And we already looked at that. It's what we were just looking at. Oh, you can apply online too. All right, so there you go. That's how you get a hold of them. Let's see. Copy shop, shipping, FedEx, A to Z global shipping. Okay, air freight, international, open freight, domestic. Looks like these are all bigger companies and bigger freight. Let's look at their FAQ. Not very many. Their website's really, really basic. Let's see what they have in Louisiana. Not enough information for me to find out really what they do, so this would be one where you just have to call and ask. And if you want to email them, you can just use their contact form. All right. Okay, so let's go back to, oh wait, we're going to leave their website open. Okay, let's go down a little bit more. And this A to Z, it may be freight only, but you can call and find out. Just going down, going down. Rhonda's delivery service. I wonder if she knows Linda. Aren't I funny? Come on, Rhonda, load up here. There we go. Professional delivery, Gulf Coast since 1987. Here's a phone number. Rhondas Courier. Kind of looks like Linda's Couriers, doesn't it? Kind of, sort of, a little bit. And services. This feels bigger than Linda's Courier. So, let's, they're in Dallas. That's their info at rhondascourierservice.com, and they have a Louisiana phone number. So let's see if they have something about errand services. That could be interesting. ASAP deliveries, out of town, final miles, shopping assistance even. So if you like to shop, that could be something. Not seeing locations covered, but it's interesting to me. We're going to go to contact us, that the little pin down at the bottom said Dallas. Here's some social media too. It says Lafayette, and here's your phone number and an email. So yeah, I would check them out. We can do one more if we can find one more. Nope, we're just going to leave it there. We've been through 3 pages on here. So also, I'm not going to do it on this one because we're starting to get a little bit long, but you could also do courier services in Baton Rouge. That's about an hour away, like we said, in Lake Charles, a little bit smaller area, but there might be something there that you can run back and forth, who knows, in surrounding areas as well. Now let's go on to jobs. Courier Jobs, Lafayette, Louisiana. Now these are going to be people that are advertising for jobs. And I did want to say something about this because a lot of places need people, but they're not advertising because you have to pay to be on these job sites. And so they're more relying on word of mouth and people finding them through other means. It doesn't mean they're not hiring, and it doesn't mean these are the only jobs there. All right. Courier, Lafayette General Medical Courier. Let's see. General Medical Center, Lafayette. Let's see. So this is basically a medical courier job. And it's Lafayette General Medical Center. LafayetteGeneral.com. Let's open their website in a new tab. This is a healthcare. I don't know if it's a hospital or a healthcare kind of conglomerate or what, but it's probably not going to have, they're not going to be talking about their couriers on here. Probably not. So let's see. Patient careers. Let's go to careers, see if we can find anything. Now, we don't know if this is going to be a job type of a thing or an independent contractor type of a thing. And, right, it doesn't even say that. Let's see if there is a, see, this is more dedicated towards people who'd be working, at their facilities. So courier companies, places like this, they either A, contract with a courier company to do all their courier work for them, or B, they try to do it themselves. And most places that I know of, could be different in other places, contract with companies to do them. So I would call them and, yeah, I would either call their human resources department and just say, hey, I want to know who has a contract for your couriers. I'm interested in becoming a courier for you. And they'll give you the name of the company, and then you can contact them directly. The problem with putting in applications through these types of services, I've done it as a test, and I've had some friends do it as tests, and a lot of times they don't even get back to you, or they have these ridiculous personality tests and background tests, and before you even get to know anything about whether you want the job. So it's like, talk to me, man. Let's have an interview. You're interviewing me, I'm interviewing you, and then if we decide that we want to work together, then we can do the background check and the drug test if needed and all that other stuff. But don't hit me with that up front. You're turning off potentially really good employees, you know, not employees, but independent contractors. Just had another idea. For another video, yay! I cracked myself up. So yeah, so I would call them, contact them first before, because they don't really give you enough information here. At least I don't see it. Let's see what happens if you just click this. Job alert. So this is Gibo. This is like a job website. I am betting you. Oh, look, it's an employee. It's an employee one. So they're doing it, it looks like in-house. Medical, dental, vision, 401k. Yeah, I wouldn't be interested in this because it's an employee. That wasn't really apparent in this little bit that they give you here. All right, pharmacy delivery driver. SWLA, Center for Health Services. Job highlights. Let's see. Lots and lots of ridiculous. Some of these don't even, I think they're just throwing things in here to, you know, basic math skills. Computer basics. You know, kids are born knowing computer basics. Let's see. Communication skills. Yeah, these are a whole bunch of stuff that's thrown in here that to make it seem like a bigger deal than it is. That's my personal opinion on that. Let's see. I've done work like this, so I'm familiar with this. You're delivering pharmacy to people's homes and probably equipment and other things also. Okay, you're using their vehicle. All vehicles are used for their business only and must be parked at the center when not on official business. So probably their vehicle, you probably drive your car to work, pick up their vehicle. It's probably lettered and all that kind of stuff. And that also tells me that's probably a W-2 job or an employee job, because usually you're not driving their vehicle if you're an independent contractor. Okay, so pharmacy delivery driver, this is basically repeating what they said above. I'm looking for the part about what you get. It doesn't really say what you get. It's all about what they get, not what you get as a driver. I feel like this is a W-2 position based on what that said. There you go. Drivers responsible for safe and efficient operation of company-owned vehicles. So you're going to be an employee for this one. So I would probably pass on it. Food courier, that's DoorDash. Let's see. Class B route delivery driver. If you have a CDL Class B, you could look at that one. That's going to be like box trucks or bigger trucks. Let's see. Shifts, physical job, offloading, it's an alcohol. It's basically an alcohol delivery route. So you're taking alcohol like beer, wine, whatever to local stores that sell them. So, you need to have a commercial A or B. This is a paycheck job or W-2 job. This is not an independent contractor. Sherwin-Williams is looking for Sherwin-Williams is a paint store, if you don't know. Paint and like wall coverings and stuff like that. So this is going to be an employee job. And here's how I know. First of all, they're saying, where did I see that? Able to retrieve material from shelves and floor stacks and carry up to 50 pounds on a frequent basis. Let's see. Load customer orders properly on the truck. Ensure deliveries are prepared to meet customer requirements. So you're probably filling orders, loading your truck, and delivering orders. And that is almost always an employee type position. You would be expected to work at this store and yeah, you're going to be loading the truck, delivering the truck. This is definitely it's a part-time job. Let's see, you have to, just looking at all these. And yeah, it's definitely a paycheck job. And you can call them and verify that for me if you want. Federal Express, Auto Parts Delivery, AutoZone, Delivery Driver. Caviar is like a DoorDash type thing. Delivery Driver, non-CDL, white cap. Let's see. Loading inventory, responsibilities, routine inspections of vehicles. That usually means it's not your own vehicle. Does manifests. Merchandise to customers. Pulls orders. So all of this again tells me these are doing concrete accessories and chemicals. So you're probably going to be, it's like commercial to commercial mostly, or maybe you're delivering to residential job sites. Let's see. Doesn't say, like, if it talks about benefits, then you know that it is a W-2 job. And this doesn't talk about it, but I can tell just by the description. Delivery driver, $2,500 sign-on bonus. So this is Class A CDL, so you're driving their trucks, big trucks. Courier jobs, hiring immediately. Hiring immediately, $18 to $32 per hour. It doesn't really say much about it, does it? Transportation jobs. Let's just look at here and see what it says. Go away, go away, go away. I'm just reading this. It doesn't really say who it is. I think it's like either a temp agency or a broker that's going to try to match you up with different companies. So yeah, so as you can see, there are not a lot of courier jobs really on this job search. You're finding a few gig jobs like DoorDash. You're finding people who want delivery drivers. You're finding people who are looking for an employee, not an independent. Here's one for an independent. So that's why I'm starting now with the courier companies, so you can just call them instead of going through this job search and then maybe not finding stuff that you're looking for. Okay, routes, time schedule, pay per ride, timing. Let's look this up. DPCO, Department of Pharmaceuticals. Let's look at this on required independent delivery driver. Doesn't tell you enough. DPCO. Probably somebody knows what this is, but I don't. Here you go, DPCO delivery partner. So it's kind of like a DoorDash, basically. I just wasn't familiar with them. You can join to deliver if you're interested. Doesn't really tell me enough to know anything about them, though. All right. So, like I said, that's why I look for courier companies first, because sometimes the stuff you find on the job search is more like just delivery drivers versus actual independent contractors, which is what we're looking for. And I just wanted to also say that when you are searching courier companies, you can call multiples. Like, don't call one and wait for a response. Call them all and just tell them what you're looking for. And you're going to make contacts. Keep notes. That's important. Keep notes. Make contacts and follow up with them later if they don't get back to you. And you're going to find something that's going to get you in the door. And then as you meet more people and as you get more experience, you're going to have more opportunities open up to you. So that is it for Lafayette, Louisiana. I hope you found this helpful. As I said, I think you should probably also do a job search for Baton Rouge, maybe Lake Charles and Alexandria, different towns around there to get more courier work, more leads on courier work. See if you can find places that are running between the two, as well as running around town, and I think you will do just fine on your courier job search in Lafayette, Louisiana. That's it for now. I am going to get ready to do my Saturday route, and I will see you on the road.